Thank you, Megan. In my 10 years of working with some of the largest and most influential organizations in the world, I really learned that there's one thing that they do to attract and retain top talent, to navigate an ever-evolving and overwhelming future of work, and to drive massive innovation and growth in the telecom retail industry. And that is, they build a culture of human connection and belonging.
I was so excited about seeing Smiley because I've been working on psychological safety initiatives with my organization. And so having these actual practical things that we can do to implement, and I can feed those to management. He's so positive, right? He's cheerful, he's very expressive, so he's helping the crowd get into that space. And that's what belonging is all about, is bringing people together, getting them onto your level, and he does that very quickly.
So I went out for one of the only sports left, which was cross country. Now, I didn't even know what the sport was. I assumed it was skiing, but it's actually just running. You go run 3 miles or 5 miles or 10 miles on the weekends. So a couple weeks into practice, we are doing a hill workout, which is exactly what it sounds like. You're just running up and down a hill over and over and over again. I was the slowest kid on the team. I never placed at any of our races, but I was like our cheerleader. I get us pumped up before every single race. I ended up running cross-country, indoor track, outdoor track, all 12 seasons, all 4 years. And guess what? I became captain my senior year. I was still the slowest kid on the team, but I had a role to play. I mattered. I belonged. And I think at its very essence, at its very core, that's what belonging is.
It was reinvigorating. It woke me up to what I'd love to do, which is build belonging. As a team lead, that's what I do. And I'm so excited to get back to my team and to bring this energy with me and everything that I saw and learned and get us back to doing what we love because we love it.
So 4 key areas to think about when it comes to belonging at work. This is based on research from Coqual, Center for Talent Innovation. Are people seen for their unique contributions? Do they feel connected with their coworkers? Are they supported in their daily work and career development? Are they proud of their organization's values and purpose? Diversity is having a seat at the table, inclusion is having a voice, and belonging is having that voice be heard. So I think a lot of times we think we have belonging. It's like, yeah, Smiley, we went around the conference room, everyone said something. Or we went around the Teams call, the Zoom call, everyone said something. Throw it in the chat. Or the most common, we did a survey. Smiley, we did a survey. We did 2 surveys. But belonging is something deeper. Was everyone's voice in the room listened to? So Gen Z, this is iGen, smartphone generation. This is a generation that does not know a world without the iPhone. Forget double clicking, like, that's too much work. Swipe right, swipe right. I can swipe right, I can get what? A car, food, place to stay, a date. Didn't work so well for me, it works for some people apparently, right? Then those people get to work and they're like, you know, I should probably be the boss. I've been here 3 days. It's your 3rd day. Swipe right. So if we were to actually ask our workers, our people, what flexibility meant to them, this is what they'd say. I want to work where I want, when I want, with whom I want, on what I want, how I want. Now, this is not work. This is taking a vacation on a beach in Mexico, sipping a margarita. This is not a job. But within this, what are people asking for? The ability to reimagine their purpose and their potential.
I felt like he was just right there talking to me. I just really felt the energy, felt like we were just sitting there just talking with a good old friend and just really helping us to see, like, you know, you can get through this, continue to push on and to resonate with your colleagues, with your team, and take that energy that you just got from this talk back to your organization and see how you can thrive.
So with our time left, I want to share a bunch of kind of mindset culture shifts and a bunch of practical tips you can use to build a culture of belonging and connection for your people, for your team, for your employees, and obviously for your customers as well. The first is to remember that purpose is personal now. A couple of practical tips here. Don't always talk about work. If we create that 5 minutes at the start of a meeting, so we don't have 5 minutes, 1 minute at the start of a meeting for people to just have that check-in. Talk about their weekend. Talk about something that's coming up for them. Share. And people are like, well, Smiley, what if I don't want to share? What if I'm not feeling it? I don't want to talk about my family life or my personal life. I'm here to work. I'm here to get my job done. Cool. That person could just say, pass, skip. Not today. I'm good. But they don't get to create a culture where other people don't get to share, because that might be incredibly important to them. Now, it is incredibly hard for anyone to start a new job, virtually, remotely, but for a 20-something, it's their first or second job out of school. Like, this person doesn't even know how business is done, right? They've never shadowed their boss before. They've never seen how a sales meeting is done. She said that what people most got out of onboarding was not, here's how we do things, here's how to set up your email, here's your job description, here's the 55 things you're responsible for. It was, did they make a new friend during onboarding? Could they turn to someone else and be like, I don't really understand what's happening here. Me neither, let's be friends. Or, I don't really agree with what he's talking about. Me neither, let's be friends. Shift number 5, from exponential growth to a care mindset. I think we get the growth that we're looking for. We get that profitable growth that we're looking for when we double down on care. When we lead with a care mindset. Growth mindset, yes, we're learning, we're growing, we're constantly adapting. A care mindset. We put our people first. Then we get the growth we're looking for. Thrive interviews, right? So we've talked, everyone knows what an exit interview is, right? It's like, it's my last day, let me tell you everything that sucks about working here. It's like, this would have been helpful information a few months ago. This has led to stay interviews. This is something Adam Grant talks about, like, what would make you want to stay here, right? What if we took that one step further? What would make you thrive here? What do you need to do your best work? So I think what I'm getting at here is that we have to build the culture on our teams where people can make those big, bold asks, where they can channel their inner Bernat, where they can go outside their comfort zone, where they can speak their truth, where they can say what's on their mind. And we're not going to be able to say yes 100% of the time or even 50% of the time. But I think if we do that, we create a culture of belonging and human connection, not just here at Summit X, but for our teams, for our companies, for our customers, and most importantly, for the communities that we serve right now, where so many people are struggling. Thank you so much for having me today. It was wonderful to be with you.